Welcome to Laurie's Little Studio. I'm Laurie, and today I'm in the tiny studio. This is what I'm going to be working on. I have two packages to open. One is paint for this surface. My father made this desk that at some point I'll show you, but I've had it almost all of my married life. It's very old, obviously. It's got nail polish and all kinds of stains, and I just wanted this surface to be kind of a nice, clean, clear place for projects. So, and my keyboard is just a little bit on the hyper side, so I'm wondering, I don't know if that's going to work. It may fall, it might not work, but today, this minute is my first go right here with the camera set up. I mean, my husband just set it up in here for me 5 minutes ago. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open the two packages so you can see what I have. This one I believe is the paint, so let's take a look at this. Both of these were ordered from Amazon. Both packages were. Okay. You never know what they're going to send you. So I ordered one paintbrush separate from this, folk art home decor chalk paint in French linen. And clearly they sent a paintbrush with it, which I wasn't expecting. So I don't know if you can see. There we go. There. Alright, this is what I will be using to paint this surface. I don't know if I'm going to need both of these sponge brushes or not. And I'm kind of torn on the first project. It is either going to be this or something else that I'll talk about in just a minute. So let's just see what this is. Keep in mind that this paint is strictly for the desk platform, nothing else. I'm just going to paint this platform. Okay, I don't know why it is showing her holding a bag, but that's not what this project is. I'm going to turn this light off and see if that doesn't help a little bit. Okay. She's holding one of those embroidered bags, but that's not what our project is. Our project is the mirrored compact with embroidery. So this is our little embroidery hoop. This is the card with the embroidery floss that we might need. And of course you could keep this to use for something else and just do whatever colors you wanted to do on here. I have another light on in here, I think. Okay. So I can tell I'm going to have to do some adjusting. And we have there are two embroidery needles that came with this kit. Alright, and I'm going to go shut the blind on the curtain that's behind me. I think it's causing some uneven lighting. I'll be right back. It also occurred to me that my fan was probably making a hideous amount of noise. So I hope that's better. I turned it all the way down. Okay, so this is the pack that the compact is in. Ooh, that was unexpected. I was about to say that the back of the compact was really scratched, This is what goes in your embroidery, so you won't see that. And then this has a protective plastic cover that I can remove if I want to. Again, with the lights, let's try. Wow, that's very reflective, but you can see, I'm showing you my camera, there's this little piece of plastic. If I wanted to pull that up, I could, but I'm going to leave it on there for now, and let's see what the mirror looks like. Okay, so it's a push. You push this, and the compact opens, and there are two mirrors. One would be a very high magnification, and the other one is just a regular mirror. So I'm trying to decide. I'll be able to tell you in just a minute. Okay. This one is the high mag, and this one is just regular mirror glass or mirror paint. And then snap shut. It's got a nice little hinge, and it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like it's gonna, you know, fall apart in 10 minutes. So, all right, and then we have there's some glue, and I'm sure that's to kind of glue it down. Once you've gotten it, the embroidery done, you're gonna wrap it around this piece of metal and glue it to this recessed surface right here. That would fit right there. I don't see any batting, so I'm going to assume we're not supposed to use any. And this is the fabric. It's just, it looks like kind of a linen, fairly opaque. You can kind of see through it. And the design is this design. I don't believe you're going to be able to see. Well, there you go. And there's, okay. And of course this has the stitch instructions. And again, you could use your own fabric with your own design. You could even use ribbon embroidery. You could paint a design. I'm choosing to do this embroidery because I want to see if I can get it as close to this as possible. Now they show here, okay, so we're going to stitch around the outer edge once we get the embroidery done. And then we're going to pull that up like we're making a yo-yo. And then we're going to stitch across it and across it and across it. And then we are going to glue it to, they're showing a little bit of the glue tip right there. And then you press it down. It says press the tight embroidery piece on the plastering place to finish. Okay, all right, I need to find a little bag to put this all in to keep it safe, because first things first will be to paint this surface. But except for a pair of scissors, I feel like I have everything I need to do this, and I do have a pair of scissors in here. They're just off camera. All right, the next project that I have in mind, because this is September the 21st of 2022, I was thinking it would be really fun and really cute. And actually, my oldest daughter Candace was reading about a project that is being done at the rec center here in Mukilteo, Washington. It may be similar, but it may be a little different. My thoughts are to take those very small pumpkins. They're, you know, like smaller than my cupped hands together. They're tiny. You can buy them in the grocery store. They're more of a gourd that looks like a little pumpkin. And I have ordered dried flowers, 6 packages of dried flowers, and some Spanish moss, both of which I purchased on Amazon. So all of this and those 2 items I just mentioned, I will link down below in the description box. so that if you're interested in doing this, or if you need some chalk paint, or if you want to do this little pumpkin project, you'll have access to those options. I'm not sponsored and I am not affiliated with any of these items or shops or anything. But anyway, so then take the little tiny pumpkin and glue on some Spanish moss, and then just kind of design your own design with dried flowers, using of course a hot glue gun. And then you could put one of those little pumpkins with a stem and a little card on it if you were having a big Thanksgiving dinner or some type of event, and you could put, this is you know, the dessert table, this is the main course table, these are the side dishes, etc., etc., on each of those little pumpkins. Or you could put people's names and put the pumpkin at their place, so their place name pumpkins. Or you could just decorate using the little pumpkins. People are so much more creative than the ideas I just said, but if you needed ideas, that might be a good jumping off point. So let me get this off of here. Here I have my paint, and I always like to have just any type of baby wipes on hand when I'm painting. They're great for cleanups, and I am going to wipe the surface off. I've never used chalk paint. I have no idea what it's going to be like. This is dry. So, just going to pour some out and paint. And as shocking as it may seem, this is the first time I've used a sponge brush, and so far I'm not mad about it. They're not too bad. Welcome back to day 2. Today is September the 22nd of 2022, and I have a little tiny white pumpkin, one of 6, and I purposefully picked ones that had the stem. And then today my Spanish moss and a whole box of dried flowers arrived from Amazon. They look nothing like what you see on the box or in the picture that is provided to you on Amazon. I think I might have, no, I don't think I posted a picture. I posted a picture on Facebook of the purchase picture that they have on the Amazon site, but I will show you what's in here. It's quite a lovely selection. I also received some tweezers. They're plastic, they're quite long, they work, and 2 foil printed little bags that you could make some sachets from if you wanted to, and they are drawstring. They feel very plastic. But if you wanted to have something that would allow the scent, if you use some essential oils, you could use these for closet or dresser drawer sachets. kind of have a little pumpkin decorating party with my 2 daughters. And what we plan to do is use these as table place setting markers at Thanksgiving. And we have 3 slightly larger yellow-orange pumpkins. Are about this big and a little bit rounder. We're going to decorate 3 and put them in the center of the table as a table deco. And I'm just doing this one to show you kind of what I have in mind. The light comes on, see, it's off, on. And I'll need to put a glue stick in here. So the general idea that I have in mind is I'm going to put, some Spanish moss on top, kind of around the stem of the pumpkin, just a little bit, like that, and put the flowers on top of the Spanish moss. I think I'm going to use this lid as my hot glue gun checker. You know, you want to make sure it's dispensing the glue. Okay. All right. I think some jasmine. No. I don't think the tweezers are really helping me very much, considering I don't want this to, I don't want the hot glue to dry or cool off too quick. But, okay, there's a little bunch of jasmine. That to me is my fave. Those little Ibiza flowers. And the jasmine right there and there. Okay, I'm going to turn my glue gun off. I'm going to go put this in the dining room on the table. Snap a picture that I will post right there. And I'll be back. This is a pair of scissors that I typically use for cutting twine, but they're hard to lose. As you can see, they are quite large and they're very sharp. So these I ordered on Amazon last year and I really like them. Anyway, so I'm going to start working on this. That'll be a video as well, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.